Well, if you're recording, are you guys ready to begin?
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, you guys remember what happened last time?
murder mystery.
How
I sold
mysterious.
a lot of stuff.
Yes, we had downtime first, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where we did all the things, all the sellings. Did we sell all the goblin ears even?
Yes.
Yeah, I did. I
Okay.
sold everything pretty much.
Awesome.
Except for certain items I can't sell at this place.
And then the selling led to a cult thing that happened at the mill.
It wasn't the cult thing. I think we stopped the cult. And now they're mad at us.
What cult thing?
Oops.
Oh, no, because there was a symbol.
There was a symbol that was graved into someone's chest after they had been skinned alive by a zombie that crawled into the river and out from the river.
We don't know
And
if
a note
it
that
was
was left
zombie
with our
or not.
rogue saying,
We don't know if it was a zombie.
"We knew it
or
was a
not.
ghoul. I rolled high enough."
There is
Oh, you did. I didn't know that.
there is
Yeah.
there is a murder handout. If you go into handouts, chapter 2 handouts, there's actually a murder picture. If you
Since you guys found the evidence to put together the crime scene.
we also we knew that the ghoul or ghast, we believe it was a ghast,
Yes.
entered the river from somewhere, went and sat across the river until it was ready to kill somebody, went across the river into the lumber mill, killed the man intentionally, and then killed a woman who just happened to be entering in, and then didn't really play with her body at all, but he played with the man's body. Then the ghast went back in the river, back to wherever they came from.
Who was the guy?
The one of the two men who runs the mill.
Some
Oh.
schmuck.
Oh yeah, I don't remember. I didn't write down his name.
I don't think
Did
we
we get
even
it?
asked. I don't think we asked for his name.
I think it might have just been me being bad and not telling you. The female victim was a girl named Katrine Vender. Or Vinder. Is that? And then the man was... I don't know his last name, but he is known as Harker.
I actually spelled that exactly right.
Wow.
Harker was the one that had been killed on purpose. Katrine was the one who was caught.
Yes, and had her head shoved into the lumber mill saw. It was not a clean scene.
And then we left off heading towards the sheriff to turn in our findings
Indeed.
and possibly get more information.
Yes, yes. A little pickup right there as you guys go in to the sheriff's office. It's still early morning. The sun is just barely beginning to rise.
Are these guards attentive?
They look more attentive, about as attentive as you've seen them since the goblin attack.
Eye twitchy.
They look very, very afraid and nervous.
Right?
How do I have more health than you, Brody?
Dice rolls.
Yeah, nice rolls.
Oh yeah, I did roll a max. Never mind.
Rolled quite shiny like.
Yeah, they open the door for you, and Sheriff Hemlock's door is already open, so he starts coming out.
Smithers, I found your pony.
Oh shit, I left your pony in here.
It's been
I
missing
found
this
your
entire
pony.
time.
It was wandering, and I found it. So that's good. It's not.
Pony
was
kicks
just,
open the door.
Smithers was just imagining how cool his pony would look in the in here.
Sheriff.
Actually. Did you find anything?
Well, we believe the assailant was an undead. I believe Smithers said the name Ghast.
Oh. Thank God. I was afraid it was going to be a vampire or something.
We did find that it moved intentionally.
And
With
came
purpose.
from the river.
Well, that's concerning. As I mentioned before, this isn't an entirely unique incident. Just a few days ago, I believe it was exactly 3 days ago. I had some men going down doing a patrol around the farmlands, and they were assailed by a crazed man. Following where that crazed man had come from, they had found the bodies of a few dead men.
Did they happen to have a symbol carved into them?
What kind of symbol?
It looked like a star. I don't have a piece of paper.
It was 7-pointed. I have my journal here, Ven, if you remember it well enough.
I draw it for
You
him.
can draw it easily enough. He takes a look at it. Well, I didn't inspect the bodies myself, but thankfully we do have them in holding at the moment. If you wanted to take a look at those. In addition, we have a couple of potential suspects. To be quite honest, I don't believe either of them are the victims, or not the victims. Either of them are the ones who did this, but one of them is Harker's business partner, Iberthorn, and the other is, of course, Iberthorn was the one who found the body this morning, and the other is Ven Vinder, the father of Katrine Vinder, who was the female victim. He was quite irate this morning.
The female victim we did discover was an accidental kill.
Ven, your last name's Vender?
No.
I did not even consider, yes, common name around these parts. Anyway, if you'd come with me down to the area, if you'd like to ask them any questions.
You have the suspects?
Yes. I put Ven Vinder in there this morning to help him cool off. He was quite irate at the news.
He did lose his wife.
His daughter.
His daughter. Not too surprising.
Is that his only family? Does he still have his wife?
His wife and his other daughter are still here. However, Katrine he doted on quite heavily. And scoot you over. He gestures in here. You see very sad, quite in shock man sitting on this chair, looking down at his hands that are still covered in blood. And over here, Ven, you see this man, very big, burly, standing with his back to you and his hands just against the wall, and you can hear him breathing heavily. The chair in in that cell is broken.
Looks like he got angry.
And Sheriff Hemlock will step aside, leaving you to your work.
What do you want to start with?
Nah, I don't care. Either one will be good.
You have an eye for liars, right?
Yep. I'm pretty good at that.
Well, the blood has me intrigued. If you want to start with him.
Alright.
Yeah, he doesn't look up.
So, what happened to you?
I found my business partner, Harker, this morning.
Ah, so you found them.
He nods.
I'll make a sense motive.
So far, he seems to be telling the truth.
Get it? So why is his blood on you? Or is it your blood? Whose blood?
It was all over the door handle. I hadn't turned on my lamp, and I when I saw the blood, I had to make sure it was him. He was my best friend.
Does my still sense motives count, or do I have to keep re-rolling?
If you'd want to reroll, you can. If you want to just keep the 18, it seems like he's still telling the truth.
I'll just keep the 18 because it's pretty good.
Anyone else can also
I
roll
mean-
if they so desire.
I'll trust Ven's instincts on this one.
I mean, even if I did a flat 10, it'd still be the same thing. So
I've always trusted his instincts so far, so why start now? Stop now.
did you have anything if he died, or do you think your business is gonna go?
I'm not sure. I could probably run the mill if I find someone else, but
You need a second?
as in a second person or a second to think?
Person.
I don't know.
Couldn't do it by yourself?
Mill working is at very least two-person job.
What's your knowledge on magic?
So where does Catherine come in here?
Katrine?
Katrine, sorry.
I'm sorry. Who am I answering first? I'm getting two different questions.
Sika will gesture towards Vin.
I don't know anything about Katrine.
Why was she in the mill in the first place? Does she work for you?
I'm not sure. I don't think she does. That definitely does not work for us.
Fen looks at Sheikah.
So what's your experience with magic?
Sika.
I've never done magic myself. I had the flu cured for me when I was a boy. Other than that, I'm apart from occasional, getting my hand cut, going to the church to get that healed. Other than that, I don't really practice.
Guess you want to give him a once over?
What, you want me to clean him?
No. Don't tamper with evidence. Detecting.
I'll try a sense motive, sure.
Detect magic.
Sorry, I completely conked out there for a minute. I've not had caffeine in like 2 days. Sorry. Yeah, I'll detect magic.
You could also give sense motive if you wanted.
Nah, I suck at sense motive. I'll just do detect magic.
All right.
Woo!
You detect no magic on him, but you do detect auras from Sika and Ven.
Spiders too, if you so want.
Nah, I'm guessing his cone's going this way.
No magic.
So you said Katrine doesn't even work for you?
No.
What do you know of her?
Well, I know she was his daughter. He gestures over that way.
So you knew who she was?
Yes. It's a small town. She was quite beautiful.
I guess I'll sense motive. I should just do a flat 10 because I know I'm going to roll.
No!
You're not. It seems like he's, as far as you can tell, you can't find any lies in what he's saying.
He's just really freaked out.
Yeah.
Does she come by the mill often?
He kind of looks down. Well, okay. I'll admit, I do know of her a bit more than I may have let on.
There
She
you go,
was.
buddy.
Can I whisper it, please? He jerks his head that way.
I'll
Then
lean against
kind of gestures and tells him to come forward.
Yeah, he gets up and kind of moves over on shaky knees. She had been seeing Harker. They've been having visits at the mill at night, using the sound of the mill to mask their activities.
Often.
Yes. Maybe not daily, but, once every few days. Whenever they could get away with it.
Then nods.
He does a a brief nod and then sits back down.
All right.
He really loved her, though. I don't imagine him doing that. I mean, he couldn't if he was gone. Do you think this is going to be like the chopper? Is there going to be more?
Probably not.
He does not look comforted by that.
I bluff it. Totally bluff it.
Mostly just the verbiage, because you said probably not.
Oh, okay. Most likely won't happen if we can catch him. All right, I guess let's go check on her old man.
What was your name again?
Ivor Thorn. Let me reveal that. Yes, Sika, you definitely do recognize this guy as being one of the two men at the log tossing contest.
Yeah, I'll just give him a nod and walk over.
The Sheriff
So-
Hemlock moves over.
Afternoon.
How's it going?
How do you think it's going?
I don't know. Your daughter's dead.
He gives you a very cold look.
Today I learned.
What do you know about what happened?
I know that Sheriff Hemlock came to me this morning and told me that my daughter had been butchered.
Who do you think it was?
That damn Harker wasn't dead. I think it's him. Damn deviant.
What makes him a deviant?
Running off with my daughter at the night?
How long have you known about that?
I didn't know for sure. I could never catch them. But I had a feeling.
What's your knowledge on magic?
He looks kind of taken aback. None, I do not practice.
I guess I'll use insight. Probably won't find. Can I just take the 10 and then plus 8, right?
Sure. Just know that DC 20 is a common DC.
It is a common DC.
Yes.
Sika will also get permission. Do it once over?
I repeat my once over.
No magic.
What did I roll? Gosh dang it.
A 2.
Seems like he's telling the truth.
You've never practiced?
I
You've
hate-
never had any sort of special items?
Decide what I sell in my store.
You're a merchant.
Yes. Certainly you've seen the, shoot. What's it called? You definitely have seen it. You'll recognize it when he says it. I gotta find it.
A vendor general store?
Yeah!
I think
probably, in fact,
I'm guessing I've sold stuff to him before.
You probably sold stuff at the market since your stuff was a bit less general. Yeah, you've definitely walked by. In fact, you know his wife was the lady who had passed out a pie to you that one time.
Oh. Trying to think of a question. I think Ben doesn't think he did it because I don't think he wants to kill his own daughter.
Why would he want to kill his own daughter? Was she in love with a man that he didn't approve of?
Very much so. She was in love with a man that he didn't approve of. And if she walks in on him killing her lover and threatens to squeal, maybe an act of rage.
I mean, he doesn't look like a ghoul.
Can
You-
ghoul shapeshift?
No.
Unless they happen to take class levels in a spellcasting class No, but ghouls on their own cannot do that.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
That's not an interruption. It's a good question.
Do you know if how many other suitors your daughter may have had?
I know that many a man had their eye on her.
That she was fond of besides Harker.
Or may have been overly fond of her?
Probably persistently fond.
She admittedly did not like to talk to me about her love life. But I ensured that any boy who stuck their nose too deep into her business got what was coming to them. For a moment, the anger seems to actually fade, and a bit of like realization kind of hits him a little, and a tear rolls up in his eye. He just kind of like sits down against the back of the cell.
Sika will look over at Ven, seeing what he wants to do.
He kind of feels. He just starts looking away and then leans his back against it.
Sense
I don't
motive
know.
or perception?
I don't think he's part of whatever.
You could do a sense motive, Smithers. It seems like he's the initial shock has started to wear off, and he's coming to the terms that his favorite daughter is dead.
In all honesty, I don't think he did it.
Well, I have one more question for Ivor before we go.
Okay.
Ivor. Ivor.
Yeah.
I see. Ivor. Do you know anybody that didn't like Harker? Maybe a rival? Somebody he pissed off?
He shakes his head.
Alright.
You could do a sense motive on that. What? Wow. Then you can see him kind of glancing off to the side as he shakes his head. It seems like he knows something he's not letting on.
You sure you don't know? I'm gonna use. If you know anything, we could help you out. I'll use my honey-filled words today.
Mm-hmm.
I meant this time.
So what are you bluffing?
Is it bluffing or
I think honeyed words is specifically bluffing.
No, they're sweet words.
honey-filled words? Oh, okay. I wouldn't use honey-sweet words. Just a diplomacy, I guess. Come on. You could tell us. Or else you might be trapped in this jail cell for a lot longer.
Ooh, nice. He looks down, takes a deep breath. Okay. Harker, he was a great man to run a business with. I was his best friend. But he had a bit of a habit. The mill, is run by the Scarnettis, or owned by the Scarnettis, run by us. Harker liked to cook the books, so to say. He would occasionally stash away some of the earnings that belonged to the Scarnettis and would not pass those along. I never participated in anything like that. I took nothing off the top.
Not
But-
once?
Never, no. I suppose if he does seem to be telling the truth about that part.
Okay, Ven, you see Ven slightly nod.
I suppose the Scarnettis might be upset about him if they discovered he was embezzling money.
How could they have discovered that?
He shrugs.
You never
Easy.
said anything?
Record.
No, I would never betray my friend like that.
since it was pretty well after, am I okay keeping the 26? Or...
Yeah, you can keep that.
So I'm guessing that he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. We'll try to get you out as soon as possible. Taps the jail cell.
He nods and looks back down. Sheriff Hemlock moves over, and if you wanted to take a look at the bodies we had found the other day, one of the main reasons that I wasn't too concerned about them originally is that they are the bodies of 3 well-known local con artists.
Oh,
I
fun.
just figured that their antics had finally caught up with them. He gestures to a few long sacks that are body-shaped.
Oh, fun. You want to look inside? Matchstick?
I'm not so good with trying to figure things out from the bodies themselves. Gish, you want to take a look?
I go on and take a look at the bodies, see whatever I can find.
All right, go ahead
I
and do a
just look
heal
out if-
check.
I just look and see if any of them have a mark. The mark.
You can do a perception then. Let's see. Since you have seen them and you are quite familiar with them, Thermish, you find the same claw mark-like shapes. A untrained eye might have seen them and just assumed that they were strangely patterned dagger slices, but you can pretty well tell that these are definitely hand-sized claw marks. In addition to your searching, along with Ven's peering in, each of them do indeed have a 7-pointed star carved on their stomach.
Fun. Why are they killing con artists?
Oh, and
Got some mark.
this letter was found on them. And he hands out a letter.
I need to get another one.
Messrs. Mortwell, Hask, and Tabe are the names of these criminals.
I need capable for. It involves proper property and gold, and though I am not at liberty to tell you the exact details, it will make us all rich. Come to the Barble's Barn and Cougar Creek. Is that Cougar? Conger Creek tonight. We can meet there and discuss our futures.
I'm assuming
Well,
Bradley's Barn and
yes.
Cougar Creek are where the bodies were found.
Indeed. It was a, from what I heard, they had all been killed, and there was sign that the crazed man that had attacked them had been tied up to a pole and forced to watch.
And he's dead.
No, he's actually in Habeas Sanatorium at the moment.
Oh, fun. I don't think we'll get anything from crazy people.
I also missed what you said. Did the other two have, or the other three have symbols in their chests?
I guess so.
Yes, they all did.
Alright, so we can probably tell that this is not... This is all the same killer. 100%. So,
As far as I
unlikely
can
one of
tell.
these two.
I mean, probably. So what's with the undead in this town?
After seeing so much of this symbol, I'll allow anyone to make a knowledge, arcana, or history on it. All right, Sika, actually, you do not know what the symbol means, but you have seen similar symbols around on ancient stones found in places along in the Cinderlands or other old ruins, you kind of put together, this seems like a Thessalonian thing.
What does Thessalonian mean?
Thessalonian is the ancient society that used to be here like 10,000 years ago. The same sort of civilization that could have made the ruins you found beneath the glassworks.
So you said these men were here were con men?
Yes.
And they were trying to... And this message, the second one, was meant for our Ven.
I believe those ones... Oh, which one? The
handout
this one.
2-1.
2-1. Yes, that one was pinned to the Harker's chest. I found it this morning. The other letter was found in, I believe it was Mortwell's pocket.
So, whatever's happening, they seem to be targeting sneaky types? No offense, Ven. Dexterous types. Is what I meant.
Probably liars and charlatans.
Sheriff Hemlock strokes his chin. It's a very interesting connection.
We know Harker, as we just learned, was not above board. Also kind of a sneaky type.
Do you know if these bodies were connected to I'm sorry, I didn't. What was the guys that he was with?
Guys who was with?
Harker. Keeping money from.
Oh, the Scarnetti family. That's a name you've definitely heard tossed around town. As you don't even need to make a check to know, at very least, they're one of the 4 founding families of Sandpoint.
Do you know if they are connected to Scarnetti's? Gesture to the bodies.
I don't know for sure. Though I would not be surprised if somehow... I'm not entirely sure, actually. I feel like these men would have been smart enough not to try and scam the Scarnettis. They're a bit... I don't know how you would say... Not vicious, but... vindictive?
So we know that, based on the crime scene, the girl was killed either as an afterthought or she just kind of
witnessed.
Yeah. So she was either an accident, like she accidentally stumbled upon the killer, or they knew about her and didn't care. Because if they'd been having relations for so long, the killer must have known about it, since they knew exactly where the man would be.
I don't think unless someone told them, "Hey, kill this guy," and the guy did that.
Wasn't undead, so their master was probably a necromancer.
So all 4 of these people, except for the woman, are connected, but how? That's the thing.
Sheriff Hemlock just stroking his chin.
I guess someone's trying to act justice out.
Do you think any justice sounds plausible?
They're all criminals.
I would hardly call killing Harker justice.
It's a distorted type of justice, Sheriff.
I don't think
not
a
actual justice.
normal person would say, "Oh, this is good."
Personally, I feel like a justice killer would not kill a witness.
He did send someone else to kill them.
True, an undead.
What's with the
Could be.
undead in this place? How many have we found tampering with stuff?
Has it
Um,
been a lot?
There was only the 2 skeletons you found in the closet, which you determined were actually just from a robe of bones.
Honestly, he would think, oh, there's a lot of necromancers in this area.
2
Wait.
skeletons worth.
We also know those skeletons came from Tatsuo,
Pseudo.
who's now dead.
Well, he's not dead. He was
Oh,
incarcerated here and then sent to Magnamar for trial.
I thought he was executed.
Did we take the lady with
He
us?
should be executed if tried properly.
Which lady?
The
Nualia?
yeah,
She's dead.
Yeah, you just killed her.
I think we
no,
cut off
the
her
other
head,
girl.
didn't we?
You super coup de grace her. You made sure she was super dead.
no, the other lady with the cat. Did we
no,
bring
you,
her?
Oh, we let
you
her
left
go.
her unconscious there.
Yeah.
Why didn't we bring her? We could have gotten a rule. I don't know. Never mind.
Well, I don't know if there's anything more we could do here.
Not really. I don't even know who we would suggest. I guess we could talk to the Scarnettis, but I don't know if that is an actual thing if we don't know if these guys are connected to them.
Something that might help form a connection is if you could figure out what the symbol means. Surely it must be like a cult symbol or something, right?
It definitely seems
I mean, it's not the first time we've run into it.
It definitely seems Thalosian. What was that called? word?
Yeah, let me. Thessalonian,
Thessalonian in nature.
extrapolated from Thassalon, the name of the ancient society. Thessalonian, you say?
Somebody trying to adopt an ancient symbol. Likely also wants to either adopt one of their principles or maybe stay somewhere that was important to them.
Hmm.
Is there a library here?
You might have something better. There's a man, Brodert Quink is his name. He's a local expert on Thassalon. He's a scholar of the ancient society.
Did Katrine have the symbol cut into her chest?
She did not.
All the
Yeah.
more evidence to it being an accident.
If you were to find Broderick Quink, he lives up near the old light. He would definitely love to have someone to talk to about Thassalon, that's for sure.
Let's go visit the man.
Let me know if you find anything.
Good luck, you two.
Yeah, they just look quite sullen.
You okay, Gish?
Yeah, I'm fine.
And you guys make your way back out to Sam.
No, not needed from me down there, just a few reviews.
A few what?
Reviews, glances, once-overs.
Mm.
This might still be my best song right now. It's still pretty morose. People, Sandpoint being how it is, now that the sun is up, people are out, and everyone you see is either whispering to or being whispered to, as
As we're-
rumors spread.
As we're walking. So, why is this city always being attacked by something?
Is every city not always being attacked by something?
I don't think Goblin Horde, an ancient city, and then now this is just happening.
Oh,
I think it's just where we come from.
yeah, in the Cinderlands, we were lucky there was one thing a week.
I sucked out there.
I mean, technically, that was one thing a week to be able to prove how strong you are. that's a lovely thing down there.
That's true.
So where did he point out the dude?
He said
Just
that
around
he
the
lives
corner here.
up near the old light. Yes.
We're almost there already. As
Yeah.
we step outside the building.
They head along. You see two buildings here. Now, the one to the left is a very old-looking building, and the one on the right is a very dilapidated building that you see a number of men pulling wheelbarrows out of at the moment.
Guessing not that.
Not Wheelbarrow House.
I knock at the old house.
Just a moment. You hear rummaging about. And then a few moments later, this guy appears. What can I do for you? He kind of narrows his eyes. Oh, here's a Sandpoint.
Yes, we are.
What do I have
We-
for this honor?
We need your historical genius. Do you know what? Would you happen to know what this symbol is?
He gets a very excited smile when you say historic genius, and then looks closely at the symbol. He's got to roll.
Oh, he has to roll.
He does.
Ouch.
However, just a brief spoiler, his knowledge history is high enough that he cannot fail the lowest DC.
Ooh.
So that's helpful.
That is
Ah.
very helpful.
Yes, the Sihedron rune. That's a mainstay among Thessalonian symbolism.
Write that down.
One more time, sir.
So it's just a very, very common symbol.
What was its name?
The Sihedron rune. There.
Close. I was so close. I put a C in there.
Any idea what it means?
It always shows up in places of big magical significance. You see, in Thassalon, which was a very, very magical, powerful society, they believed in there being 7 schools of magic as opposed to our 8. They did not believe divination to be a school of magic, interestingly enough. The Sihedron rune, each spur on this star, symbolizes a different school of magic, which many scholars have tied to the various virtues, you see. However, based on how the Thessalonian leaders tend to actually act, I connect them more to the different sins.
Different sins. Is there 7 sins?
Indeed.
It
The 7 deadly sins.
Oh. Fun.
Do you want to
Looks at the picture.
go through what are any of those necromancy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so of course, necromancy is one of the classic seven schools. I believe that one was always associated with sloth.
Sloth. So which ones
Oh
were...
wait, no, sorry, that was gluttony. Gluttony.
So which ones were what?
Well, let's see here. Greed was conjuration, transmutation, the ability to make gold. You see, by practicing transmutation, you would be able to gain as much as they possibly could. Lust was enchantment, making other people do what you want them to. Pride was illusion, making yourself seem bigger than you are. Gluttony, of course, necromancy, greed, eternal hunger. Envy was... Shoot, which one was envy? Hold on. You look that up. Of course, abjuration, the art, magic of protecting your own goods from others. And And then Wrath was obviously a vocation. Spell school that allows the most destruction, the most boons. And Sloth was that of conjuration, bring things to you rather than go to them. Of course, much of this is based on conjecture, but that's what I've come to believe.
Do you know anything historic that if they found sinners, would they try to kill them in a certain way?
Oh, no. Back in Thassalon, I would argue that the greatest sinners were the leaders.
Anything they would do to people that they hated?
That's difficult to say or prove. You see, ancient Thassalon spanned the size of Varizia itself and beyond it. It was larger than anything we could ever see. I mean, just look at the old light here. Based on my calculations I've done and my samples, this thing must have stood at least 300 feet tall. It's been 10,000 years since then. It's been difficult to find information.
Do you know of any areas that might... any ruins that might have the symbol on it a lot, anywhere nearby? Anywhere big in magical significance that also has ruins?
Unfortunately, I don't spend a lot of my own time delving. I tend to work with other scholars and trade for trinkets and artifacts. I might have something... a symbol might be somewhere on my collection.
Is this the guy I sold it to?
Yes.
Oh, you sold him?
I think Ben just realized who he sold it to, and then kind of looks away and steps back.
Yes, I would probably love to take a look at that.
Yes, come in. He seems very excited to share in his collection. Coming inside, you find various artifacts, mostly some like wands, different like tablets and such with all kinds of different runes on them, and proudly displayed on a very middling quality mannequin is a medallion with the Sihedron on it. It looks real familiar, Ben.
Yeah, it does. I wonder why.
Technically, this isn't the guy you sold it to, but now you know who bought it from the guy you sold it to.
Apparently.
Yes, I picked this one up about a week ago.
Where did they get it?
Weird.
Well, I picked it up from the merchant who was said that someone, an adventurer, had sold it to them.
Do we know which adventurer? Maybe what we're looking for might be where they found it.
Well, I did not ask that much. I asked if they knew where the adventurer had found it, and they said that they did not know.
I probably would have made up some weird story to sell the stupid thing.
I believe you did roll a bluff about it.
I think I did.
Yeah. Whoever it was, they were very exotic.
No idea where they came from.
No, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a really shame.
Gish, Smithers, either of you have a way of tracking things? Maybe you know where this came from?
No magical means, no.
May I ask what this symbol means to you?
We've found an undead carving this symbol. Has been carving this symbol. We haven't found the undead yet.
Just carving it around?
More or less.
Oops. I think.
Interesting.
We're really trying to get to the bottom of where this undead might be hiding. And if it has a necromantic master.
Interesting. Unfortunately, admittedly, my knowledge of magic outside of Thessalonian theory is dwindling.
Nothing more you can give us on maybe necromantic Thessalonian area in the area? Nothing?
Well, I suppose a bit more about Thassalon to help explain things a bit better. You see, Thassalon was was technically made up of 7 different leaderships, kingdoms. Each one ran by a different Runelord.
Oh, he said it! He said it! Oh, we can quit the game now.
Sorry, I had to.
That's it, folks. He said it.
Each one ran by a different Runelord. Each Runelord tended to embody each of the sins, as well as specialize in each of the areas of magic. So, I suppose theoretically, it would be unheard of, but potentially the Runelord of Gluttony could have sent them.
Is there like a temple or something for that?
Unfortunately, the specifics of many of the main cities are, well, no one has exactly found where any of the main Thessalonian cities are. You see, in the last 10,000 years, Verzia has changed quite a bit. In fact, the land to the west, the Great Bay, is, according to maps found in Thessalonian times, was nary even a valley.
Is the ruins down below Thessalonian?
Yes.
Okay.
If you hear anything about maybe the seat of necromancy or gluttony, where his palace may have once been, or temple.
Well, let me see. I might be able to know where their land once was. People have their conjecture based on what frescoes they find carved in ancient stone scattered about.
Perfect.
I'll roll a knowledge history as he pores over a book.
As he's poring over the book, I come up to Sika and go, wasn't the ruins down below Thessalonian?
We need to go back down.
Most likely.
Could there have been... Oh, there could have been.
I wasn't with you guys, so I don't know what you guys did down there.
That means there must be an entrance to the ruins somewhere along the river.
Let's see. Okay. According to this, it's theorized that the known as Gustache.
Gustache?
Yes, that was the kingdom that is theorized to be under the Runelord of Gluttony. That makes up the. Apparently, it was around the Hold of Belkzen area, far to the east. Sika, the Hold of Belkzen actually sounds familiar to you. That's much closer to the Cinderlands than it is to here.
So, wait, east or north?
East. Northeast.
Northeast.
You would mostly east, a little north. I could, it might actually be on this map. Hold on. Oh, it's barely not on this map. It would be, over this way. Basically, like, right this area would be where it starts.
Guess you know what I'm thinking?
A trip home.
We might have to.
Not the most appealing thought, but
No, not
if
at
it's
all.
required.
Yeah, I'm with you. on
Oh,
that.
I don't know why the Runelord of Gluttony would wish to have influence down here. You would think they would want to reclaim their capital. Each capital was a statement of pride for each of the Runelords, after all.
Whose capital was here then?
Here? Oh, well, this was the capital of Runelord Lasnest.
Where was that?
We're not sure where the capital is, but
General
theories. Well, we don't know where the general capital is. We just have theory that this is where her kingdom may have once been.
area. Just somewhere in
this-
Varizia.
No, sorry, specifically around here in Sandpoint.
Oh.
You see, my theory is that this many attribute this tower here to be an old Thessalonian lighthouse. But there is no reason that they would need to make a lighthouse so tall, especially when this did not used to even be an ocean. You see, my theory is that this used to be one of Alasnest's great fire towers. A massive tower that could spew flame miles outwards, burning people before they could even think about entering. Alasnest was the rune lord of wrath, evocation, as it were.
Oh, well, that's fun.
A fiery person with a horrible temper, as history goes. Everyone make a knowledge history check except for Ben.
Except for me.
Except for
Yes, because you weren't there.
I wasn't.
There's the name Alasnest.
What?
Sika, hearing of a fiery... Oh, wait, no, Ven was there. You could roll knowledge history, Ven. I forgot that you had gone in at that point. You had to have. Yep, you don't remember. Sika, you do hearing woman, fiery temper, Thessalonian from this area. You do recall a certain red statue of a woman's face contorted with rage in the ruins beneath Sandpoint.
She was once holding a Rancor at some point, wasn't she?
Yes, he was holding a Rancer at one point. However, that
Rancer.
seemed to vanish mysteriously.
Oh,
Well, you
man.
never saw it. You guys have not seen it yet.
Yep. Oh, in his house, you do find that Rancer also.
It's also there.
I forgot about that. Yes, he has that also.
I sold the rent. Oh my gosh.
I don't think Sika would notice. So
I think Ben looks at it for a moment, nods, and then continues on, realizing he got a good deal.
hey, you could cut out the middleman next time.
I could.
Well, thank you for your time.
Indeed, I'm happy to divulge anything I know about Thessalon.
If we
It's a
find
fascinating thing.
if we find any Thessalonian stuff, we'll be happy to bring it by.
Oh, I'd be happy to see it. No, I never introduced myself. My name is Brodert Quick.
Sika.
Then,
He holds out an excited handshake to each of you. And yes, do not hesitate to reach out to me. I love to help, especially in matters of Thessalon.
We appreciate all of your assistance. You've been most helpful.
definitely be back.
Maybe we'll catch this undead yet.
He gives a big smile and then goes back to dusting off some of his relics.
As we leave the house. Well, we're going back down.
Well,
That's what we should...
we know that down might not have anything to do with necromancy.
They might be using a necromancer.
They might still use it as a base, so that's actually probably
Actually, technically, Smithers, you were the one.
Weren't there a
who
bunch
rolled-
of pits with undead things underneath them?
Yes, there were.
I didn't see that.
No, there were.
Smithers was technically the one to roll and know about ghouls and ghasts. Smithers knows that typically ghouls are not created by a necromancer, typically. Ghoulism is more of a disease. If you get bitten by a ghoul and then die from the ghoul fever, you will rise as a ghoul yourself. Sort of thing. So, Smithers, you can say that if you want.
Only if you want to. If he's
Right.
there.
Did he fall asleep?
Right.
He's been rolling, so I mean,
What was that last roll?
Did you hear what I said?
No.
Okay. Smithers rolled earlier last time when you were gone to know about ghouls and stuff. So Smithers knows that ghouls are not made by a necromancer. They are made by more of a disease, where if you get bitten by a ghoul and get ghoul fever, and then die from ghoul fever, you will rise as a ghoul yourself.
Okay.
They can technically be made by necromancy, but that's the least common way that they're made.
There are easier ways to do it.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's just something you know. Everyone's been talking about the ghoul being made by a necromancer. So.
Oh, well, I'd share that info then.
Oh. So. No necromancy. Just monsters.
Just something to cross off our list.
all right. So they could still be using the ruins as a base.
I think so.
Do we want to check the river for a different entrance? I imagine the ruins don't all connect to each other anymore.
Oh yeah,
Well, if they were using the river, there was the one that went down and around to the ruin.
That was up by the Junk Bay. That doesn't connect to this river. At least not anytime soon.
It does. It feeds right out into the ocean that then can walk around the whole thing.
It doesn't. It leads off into the east.
Wait, what is it?
I think he's saying that they could go out and then go.
Yeah, pull up the map of Sandpoint.
Oh shoot! I've been frick. I forgot I moved you off of it.
So the river feeds down into the Sandpoint Harbor.
Get down here.
Yeah, if you continue it south or down,
Yeah.
it goes past Trender Rock, Sandpoint Bridge, and then out into the harbor,
Yeah.
which then goes up and connects to the bay.
Yeah, but that's such a long
Come
walk.
from. Wouldn't be the first. Oh,
We've made that walk many times.
I don't know, just under the water to make that walk.
I mean, if he was told to kill him without being seen,
What?
I mean, that would be the best way to do it.
It sounds like he might not have a master at all if what Smithers says is true.
Then the problem with that is, why is he only killing certain people?
And he's leaving notes.
I think he has a master. Well, I guess let's prepare.
Do we want to take the entrance
To
we
head
know or
down.
try and look for a new one?
I think we could. If we take the one we know everything that's going on there.
All right, we actually know two. Actually, we could go through the Glassworks or Junk Beach.
Did they seal? Would we have known if they sealed that entrance?
Let's see. They probably sealed the entrance. I think they probably would have sealed all the entrances, actually, based on what happened.
I did seal the one. We did seal the one in the river,
Yeah.
in the lakeshore. So we might have to find one by the river. Yeah.
We actually knew three, didn't we? The one by Junk Beach and then the one that was in the middle of the forest.
There's one over here.
Oh, then that's four, because there's one in the middle of the forest, too, this way.
I don't think there was.
I thought that was the first one we found.
The first way you found to get in there was through the Glassworks.
Was it?
No, we found another tunnel, but we don't know if it was sealed in one of the houses.
Oh,
right?
the other tunnel was a I think that's the one that's connected to the Junk Beach. It was a separate tunnel system.
Yeah, no, but it connected down, and then there was a false wall that it connected right into the ruins, right?
Yes, and then and it continued on, but then that one was caved off.
Okay, so they caved
So-
them all in.
Yeah, well, I think we need to look for the next entrance.
All right. I would say probably. Well, we know the
Well, let's-
ruins are under Sandpoint, so searching Sandpoint side would probably be better, right?
they've sealed all the entrances, the best thing we can probably do is look from down there and ask the sheriff if there's one entrance left.
You know what? If this thing walks under the water, the entrance could be underwater.
Oh yeah, remember those 2 rooms with the lake in them that we couldn't
was
get
Thistletop.
past?
That was Thistletop.
That
I was
was
thinking about that too. Yeah.
That was this.
Yes, that was Thistletop.
There was a lake in there.
Yeah, with a bunch of gold, I think, at the bottom, but there was a big creature. It was after the whole fiasco with the shadows, so I don't think any of us were in a shape to deal with it.
Dang it!
I
You
know.
see him just you see him just click his tongue.
Searching under the water will be impossible.
Anyway, done and over with. Guess let's ask the sheriff if we're able to get through there. Do we need any supplies before we go in, like potions or anything?
Potions is smart.
All right. Go buy some potions.
Pillbug.
I want to see if there isn't any magical armor too.
Ooh. Magical armor can interrupt spell casting.
Depends on
But
the
you
type.
might, most within your budget.
How
would
much is
probably,
leaf
like,
armor?
Leaf armor
Because doesn't that not interrupt spellcasting, but it's pretty good?
for druids.
Oh, it's druid. Okay.
Yeah.
How much are healing potions?
Healing potions are 50 gold apiece. What you could do instead, Thermish, is you could seek a potion of mage armor
Or maybe a wand.
or a wand of it. Wand would be a bit more expensive, but last you longer.
Both of those are expensive and consumable. I'm hoping for something a bit more permanent.
The best that I could think of would to get the mage armor spell.
Or bracers of armor, if they
Or
have.
bracers of armor. That'd be not quite as good. What's your guys' money amounts?
931 gold, 8 silver, 16 copper.
Yeah, bracers of armor are pretty nice, but they don't give huge bonuses. Just the benefit is that they can be worn by casters. Bracers of armor that give a +1 armor bonus are 1,000 gold.
For a +1,
Mhm.
puts me from a 12 to a 13. Not really worth it.
At that point, it might be more worth it just to buy a wand of mage armor, because then there'd be 50 casts of it.
Yeah, 50 is a lot.
Or just a potion of it would be 50 gold.
Or just stick as my squishy self and find something else.
Yeah, that's why mage armor is a great spell to have.
For the 50 gold healing potions, is that cure light wounds?
Yes.
Buy 2 of those.
A cure moderate, I believe, is 300? I'll double check.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah.
When we find them, it'll be great, but it's not worth an extra D8.
It's a D8 plus 2. Yeah, they're 300 gold. But yeah, you get your potions with no issue.
What do you need, Gish? Can I help you with anything?
No, I'm good.
Anything particular you want to find?
Something that helps me keep you guys from dying, but
What about a cure wand like Shalelu had?
How much would those run?
I'm sure that would
A
be a good thing for everyone to invest in.
a full level 1 spell wand would be 750 gold.
I don't think everyone can use it. Does
No, but-
everyone have magic device?
No, we should all pitch in because we're all going to be healed by it.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I don't think cure spells are on. Oh no, Swithers can't use that yet till he can cast spells.
Do I have to have ranks and use magical device to use them?
They're helpful. It makes it more consistent. There are penalties if you fail bad enough, but I don't think you need ranks to use it.
Well, I guess as a paladin, though, can Brody just use it because it's on his spell list?
I don't think he has spells yet, so he doesn't technically have a spell list.
Oh. You don't get spells at level 4?
Oh, he's level 4? Are you guys level 4 now?
Yeah.
Oh, then yes, Brody could use it without having to roll a check.
Yeah, that'd be better in hands the paladin than me.
One fun thing with wands is that the first time you activate them, you get a +4 to activate them every time after that, since you're familiar with it. It's a fun thing.
So I guess that would make Smithers, if you wanted it, we could get that wand. And then just whenever we're out of battle, top people up.
That seems like an idea for us. Then I think we could keep it.
All right, how you pitching in?
Is everybody good to pitch in?
Yep.
How much is it again?
750 gold.
Mm,
But that's technically for a total amount of healing of 50 d8 plus 50.
Yeah, it's the Cure Light Wounds potion, but much better in the long run.
Yeah. 50 Cure Light Wounds potions for the cost of 15 of them. Not bad.
That's a bargain.
So if it's 750 divided
Can
that
I
by
talk down the
4,
price?
Sure. This one... Oh, actually, important. First thing I need to do is roll to see if they actually have it.
Yes.
They do!
Well, there were like 3 magic shops in town, right? So we could just check 3 times.
Technically no,
No?
official magic shops, but there's a marketplace.
Oh, there was the blue whatever.
House of Blue Stones?
Yeah.
That's a library.
Oh. Why I have
Yeah.
Magic Lady written here.
Because there's a magic lady who is there,
Okay.
but they don't sell magic stuff there.
No, they sell scrolls.
Yeah. I guess they sell
Well, that
magic
was there.
scrolls, but yeah.
Okay. Oh, but it does exist.
Yes.
Am I able to talk it down?
Do a diplomacy or bluff. Actually, no, you can't bluff if you're buying. You can't lie about what they're selling.
I'm pretty sure I could bluff my way through.
How?
I'll take this
I-
mage hand
I am the hero.
wand.
I am one of the heroes of Sandpoint.
So that would still be a diplomacy, because that is true.
Is there
Jackson, you have to convince him it's a cantrip wand.
a cantrip wand?
This isn't a wand of cure light wounds. This is a wand of blast, or a wand of resistance. This is useless.
Okay.
It's a wand of bleed.
Oh God.
Diplomacy. Okay.
just
I
a
got
feather
it.
than a poem.
It's only 13. Dang it. Oh, charm. She
I'll
was very
roll.
charmed by me.
You're not selling it to that lady, unfortunately, who was indeed charmed by you. They are not charmed by you.
All right.
But they look you up and down. They're like, 725 for the Heroes of Sandpoint.
720.
That's a 25 discount. You could buy half a potion with that.
So everyone,
If everyone wants to just do 150, Sika will cover the rest.
Fair enough.
because he'll probably be the one that gets healed by it the most.
Most likely.
Alright.
Smithers gives 2.
So, Smithers, go ahead and add Wand of Cure Light Wounds, and then, for convenience sake, put, like, parentheses 50 out of 50 so you can keep track of how many charges are left.
You guys would also notice that Ven hesitantly handed over the money.
I feel like he wouldn't do it if it wasn't a Wand of Cure Light Wounds.
And he knows that someone needs to be healed because if his meat shield dies, he's dead.
Yeah, or if a freak accident happens and you get hurt.
Yeah, like last time.
Yeah.
So
If a whole building catches on fire.
Yeah, someone lights the whole building on fire.
I paid 300.
Alright. And you are handed over a very nice Wand of Cure Light Wounds.
Wow, thank you. Is it like a staff to me?
It's probably like...
Is that dagger like a
Yeah.
short sword to him too?
Yes, he treats the dagger as a small short sword, basically.
Dagger.
I believe that it would be about staff size, yeah. Maybe just a tiny bit shorter, walking stick size.
Aw, it's so cute with you.
What you do now?
Guess we gotta find something. Do we just want to maybe check the shore for footprints for now? See if
Keep
we can
control.
figure out-
So we keep watch to see if anybody comes out.
I was thinking check the shoreline for where they
Someone
might have
did
in.
come in through the graveyard, remember?
Did they come through the graveyard?
Yeah,
No.
they came over the wall.
They did.
Through the
Yeah, we found that area.
Did we?
Yeah, that got
I don't.
collapsed.
Did we find that area?
Wait, the area through the graveyard?
Yeah,
Because
I
they
don't
went
think
over
we
the wall.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They just climbed over the wall with a ladder.
So I would think there would be another entrance over here somewhere.
That was the first entrance we found.
No, the first entrance we found was in the glassworks.
No, that was the first entrance we found, was out in the middle of the forest. And then we found out it led to Junk Bay. Then we found out that there's a thing. Then we found the one in the glassworks.
All right.
I'm like
Yeah.
90% sure.
The way they got into the graveyard was just a ladder.
Oh.
That case was pretty well closed. Plus, that was ancient times. So you heading to the coast this way?
Unless somebody else has a different idea.
We could do some.
I like this idea better than going home, so let's do this one.
I don't think somebody sent a necromancer from all the way over there anyway.
Go ahead and roll survivals or perceptions as you're going along. Survivals will find your tracks. Perception will find you anything else looking odd.
24 hours fresher.
I was fresher looking around.
And a +1.
Sika and Thrimish, the survival masters. Damn. Never mind. Sorry, Sika. Thrimish and Smithers, the survival masters. As you guys are going around, you do see many footprints going up and down the beach, but you do know that this is a common place for people to walk. One thing you do notice is that all of these feet prints are boot prints or shoe prints, whereas, Sika, you recall the footprints you saw being barefoot. Also, all of the footprints you see going along seem to be conducive to people just kind of walking up and down the beach, sometimes stopping to fish and stuff like that. You don't see anyone going over to where you can see the entrance over here has been blocked off.
Oh, here's another point. That's where the Scarnettis live, isn't it?
That is... You can do knowledge local. You don't know.
Oh.
You don't know.
I thought I did, but apparently I don't.
Ah! Thurmish, that is not where the Scarnettis live. That is where Mayor Deverin lives. You would know the Scarnetti house is the furthest one from you, the one all the way down here.
I point that out.
One thing you do notice is that the glassworks is once again pumping smoke. It seems like they've been trying to get the glass production back up.
I wonder if Mako's had a hand in that. That was her family's glassworks, after all.
I don't think she wants anything to do with her family anymore.
Well, they're all dead at this point, right? So she can't.
No, her dad's still alive.
No.
No, her dad was encased in glass.
Oh, her dad. I forgot that part.
Had molten
Yeah.
glass poured over him.
Yes.
If he's alive, he's a.
Oh, God.
He's, yeah. Hmm.
I'll never walk again.
He's eternally encased in glass.
They just chiseled
Hi,
out
Brom.
a feeding tool.
I just think of Brom from Aragon.
Did he do something with glass?
He got trapped in a crystalline tomb when he died.
Ooh. Cozy. At about this time, it's about 3 o'clock.
Maybe we should check up around the cliffs over by maybe where the Scarnettis are, since they seem to be a common denominator.
We don't actually know. We only knew one of them was with the Scarnettis,
Common
not the
enough,
others.
at least, right?
Guess we could.
I don't know. What do you suggest? Do you have another idea?
I say we just ask if. First, we should have asked if the other place was open.
You want to talk to the sheriff?
Guess I can. While you guys are looking.
Well, we can all go. I mean, probably better to stick together if there's a murderer on the loose, and they know you.
I don't think they know me.
They left you a letter.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Wait.
make any sense. I haven't taught anyone.
Hang on. What was the letter addressed to? What did it say again?
Your lordship,
No. Who was it addressed to? Because that's not even on this part.
my master.
It said Ven.
The other guy's name's Ven.
Huh? I guess you're right. You think someone's gonna kill him inside the prison?
Yeah, the letter might not have been addressed to you at all.
Guess not.
You guys go back to the station.
To a dead vendor.
No.
It'd be real awkward if we somehow made this murder mystery harder by accidentally naming a character the same as an important NPC.
It's not like he stopped me.
I know, it just would be really funny.
I mean, I wouldn't stop you if that happened. That's funny.
I mean, you could have the one that sounds exactly the same. Born, Varn.
Yes, born
Classic.
and born.
yeah, this is a Vern. You guys go in. Sheriff Hemlock looks up from his desk. Find anything?
Not really. Other than
Is the other entrance to where the monsters came from still open, or are they closed? Is it closed?
We've closed off all the entrances to the caves beneath the glassworks, but why'd you ask?
Any of them still open?
I would hope not. We thoroughly closed those.
possibly more entrances. That symbol that is on the chests is apparently related to the ruins.
Interesting.
There's also, just came to the realization, that note you found might not have been for him. I don't know if you came to that same conclusion yet.
I suppose that could be. I don't know of many people who know Van Vinder's first name.
Wait. Why wouldn't they go after the daughter instead of... Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. I didn't say that.
I think we might want to talk to Van Vinderson one more time. Just a couple questions. Is he-
Okay, I was planning on setting him free in a couple hours, but
Just a couple questions. It might not interfere with that.
Okay.
Might.
At this point, Iberthorn is no longer here. They would have let him go. Van Vinder seems a bit upset still.
Hello, sir.
Oh, you here to let me go?
Possibly in a moment. We just wanted to know. The sheriff made an interesting comment. Not many people know your first name.
No, I typically go by my last name. It's not like a big secret or anything. It's just business decency.
Not something you're trying to like hide.
Of course not. My name is Van Vinder.
Interesting, because my name's Sven. And this note they found might not be for me.
Can I see it? His teeth are a little clenched.
Does the name, does the phrase "my master" mean anything to you,
Your lordship.
or your lordship?
Yes.
Either.
What does join the pack?
None of that rings any bells to me.
Sika immediately looks at Ven.
Sense motive, I guess.
Both of you can tell that he seems as lost as you do. This does not seem to recollect anything in him.
He shows him the paper.
He takes a look. He like starts to reach for it, and his fist kind of clenches, and he decides it best if he does not hold it, as he may damage it in his anger. And holds just he kind of looks at it with his eyes. Okay, I've seen this before. Join the pack. I've never heard of a pack. I didn't talk about any. Pack. I don't have anyone who would call me master. Just on the general store, and I'm not some sort of slave runner with my children or anything like that.
I'm
Oh, is that you cut
guessing he's not lying.
Yeah, you can keep that. He doesn't seem to be lying.
Alright. Well, I don't see a reason to hold him here any longer.
You know if there's anyone else called Ben?
Yeah, from what I understand, it's a fairly common name. I believe it's Varisian in origin. Sheriff Heblock comes down.
Anybody come to your mind?
I'm not sure if I've seen any others in Sandpoint, but on occasional visits to the Mercantile Guild and such to Magnamar, I'll occasionally hear of one or see their name, see names pop up on in ledgers and such.
Well, we thank you for your time, and regret that we made Sheriff hold you this long.
Just promise me, if you find the man or woman or whatever that did this, make them eat their own foot.
We'll give you every detail.
He gives a very solemn nod as Sheriff Hemlock comes over and opens it up, and he steps out and sulks off. I hope you found what you were looking for.
Dead end.
Nope.
Damn.
Is there any way we can get a few men to scour the coastline, help us out?
Sure, I can get my men on that.
Just look for any sort of tracks or cave entrances above or below the water if they see it.
I'll send them right away. Yeah, hurries off.
Oh, damn. I told him coast. I'm at the river.
Oh, we could retroact river. That's fine.
Yeah, Sika just books it up the stairs.
I meant river. We already looked at the coast. And as you end up leaving the garrison, you are you leave with a handful of men who hurry off towards the river.
I think I'll join the search party, unless you guys need me for something else.
Nope, I'll join as well.
I mean, it is our job. At the moment.
Alright, let's go then. Smithers,
The
I assume
faster
you're
we
coming?
find this, the faster we'll get done.
Smithers, you coming?
Rowdy.
Yes, you follow.
Yeah, you guys hurry off. Go on and do some survival or perception. I guess you're more looking for things, so perception would make the most sense.
Nope.
15 again. Same things I find last time.
Boo.
We're doing a different area this time.
I keep freaking rolling a 7. What the crap?
This is perception, since you're not, unless you are looking for tracks, although that might not lead you anywhere.
That would be a 25 instead of a 26.
Thermish, your eyes are better. It's a well-known fact. As you guys go along with a handful of guards, making your way up and around the Sandpoint River. As you're going along, you don't find any sort of cave entrances over here. In fact, the more you go, it seems like this side of it, on the river side, is a bit too muddy and sandy, and it doesn't quite have the right stone makeup for a cave on this side. As you're going along and double checking, though, you do spend a good couple hours. It's about 7 now.
And were the guards checking the other side then?
Yes.
I guess we'll see if they found anything.
You guys are kind of going at the same pace, so you could just look over and see what they're doing. You're like you're not too far from them.
All right, so we can see each other.
Yeah, you'd wager they'd shout if they found something.
Okay. Any other ideas? I'm out.
Follow the river further up north, further upstream.
North. Alright.
But that would best be a trip for tomorrow.
Yeah, let's see if anything tries to kill me tonight.
Right. You guys can't see in the dark. Oh! That's a good point. Do we want to keep an eye on Vinder?
Place guards on Vinder and we will watch after Ven.
Van, which room do you have? We'll take shifts.
We'll show you when we get there.
All right. Yeah, you guys make your way back. I forgot to move your little thingy.
So we,
Um,
with Gish's idea, we let the guards know that there should probably be a couple people outside of Vinder's house. Not as like to guard Vinder, not to house arrest him.
yeah. They nod and tell you that we'll tell Sheriff Hemlock and get him to confirm that order. And they hurry off.
There were also here's the lead I don't think we followed. There were 3 bodies, right? In the first one? There were 4 names.
Oh, Messers is like a
Oh, was it Misters?
it's like a Misters thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. I don't say that. Because that would be dumb.
I don't know how smart is Sika.
He's got a decent intelligence. It's 12.
You learned common from the best. Probably Thermus.
Is Thermus the smartest person in your?
No, Thermish has got a 12 as well.
Nice.
I like to think. No, you know what? I like better. You guys did like a study group together. You learned it all at the exact same pace.
I think Thermus has the biggest wisdom.
Most of what Sika had to learn, he had to learn from his uncle who hated him. So
Yeah, and I don't
I
think
got-
they would even really bother to teach you common up there.
I got taught from the best scholars, but no, my wisdom's only 14.
Yeah, Thermus, you were definitely taught common earlier. Now I think about it.
you were also probably taught by my uncle, because he was the head shaman.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, probably then.
yeah. So, Sika, you did definitely learn from Thermish, as well as expletives and things shouted and all kinds of fun things you heard on your way over here. And are you guys heading down to the Rusty Dragon?
Yep.
Yep.
See if Mako's still up.
Yeah, it's thankfully not too late.
Oh, we might actually get some food.
Ameko has fed us at midnight before. I think we can get food whenever we need it.
That is true.
Coming in, the place seems bustling, as it's right about dinner time. Let's see. I scooched you in there, so you're already in there. And she gives you a smile and a nod, but there is a unmasked hint of concern on her face.
Ameko, you need any help back there?
Oh no, you guys don't need to lift another finger. I hear you guys have been run ragged all over the place.
Well, they can't run me ragged, not in this town.
Good. Yeah, no, take a seat.
Take it from me, it takes many more miles to run him ragged.
She smiles. Can I get you guys something to eat?
All the tables are full.
Don't worry, I can stand against the corner if you guys somebody wants to take these chairs.
There's a side table right there, and there's 2 chairs right here up against the hearth.
The halfling pulls out a chair and offers it to whoever takes it first. Oh, or everyone can keep on with that.
We'll sit over here.
Oh,
It's by himself.
she gives you a grateful smile. It's a little awkward, and then hurries into the
nods.
kitchen. Well, today we got some new venison cooked with some of the harvest corn, so
Oh.
pretty good.
I'll have that.
How do you feel about it?
Me? I would say it's not my classic work. My heart lies with fish, but I did the best I can with venison.
Fish.
I'll get you guys a few plates. That'll be 2 gold for all of you, 5 silver each.
Flick over 2 gold.
She catches it deftly and heads back, and you. The door is left open, and you can see and feel the steam leaving the room, and it smells wonderful. Not her best. It's apparently still pretty damn good. And yeah, you see people all over the place are whispering and talking in hushed tones.
Well, these two in the kitchen, there's something, huh? Mako and Bethana?
I definitely agree.
A few moments later, they come out with some steaming plates. There you go. Passes it over the counter.
Yeah, Sika will hand one like over to Smithers and then grab his.
Pass it over to Ven, and then pass the one that she was gonna manually hand to Smithers to Thermish.
Thermish should take.
Enjoy. Try not to. I see Sika won't be run ragged, but try not to tear them up, dragging you behind them.
You guys can. You don't always have to follow me, you know?
I've followed you through literal fire. I'm gonna follow you here.
I'm also just kidding around. I know adventurer types.
Ah.
No, I've seen. It's just unusual to see them, working so much in a city. It's a little comforting, I think.
Sika takes a look around the room. How's the room like decorated? What's on the walls?
It's decorated with some pretty foreign-looking stuff to you. It's definitely Mikayan in appearance. There's like wall scrolls. No weapons on the walls, but the occasional vignette hung up around there.
Okay.
Although there's also like a bit of an air with like how like the windows are placed in the doors, where it still feels like a classic inn, just with a different flair.
You keep talking about adventuring types, Mako. Just like that, I'd think you were one.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe once, or maybe in the future.
Maybe once. I don't like to talk about it.
Ah. Sorry.
No, that's fine. You guys have gotten me to talk about a lot more uncomfortable things.
Have we?
I mean, yeah. See, you arrested my brother. Discovered the death of my father. Witnessed me becoming the sole heir of the Kaijutsu family.
That is a lot.
Haven't seen your mom yet, so that's a good thing, unless she's dead.
Oh god, I would pray you don't see her.
Well, she's still around?
No, she died a long time ago.
Oh, that actually makes more sense.
Yeah. Pseudo thought that my dad killed her. Partially why we didn't see him a lot either. I never did find out the truth, but
Maybe maybe we could look into it for you.
In points like this, I find it good to remember the good memories you had.
Oh yeah. Speaking of good memories, you guys interested in a manor?
A manor?
If you need a place to sleep that's a bit more comfortable, I could tell the servants back at the Kaijutsu Manor to take care of you. They're just taking care of an empty house.
Dude, you have a manor?
Yeah, the Kaijutsu are one of the 4 founding families of Sandpoint.
I think I knew that, but I don't think I said anything.
Yeah.
You have a manor?
So
Yeah.
we're allowed to stay in the manor.
Maybe
Was it
for-
your brother's manor?
It was my dad's.
Ah.
So you
I was
don't
hoping.
live there.
No. I was technically supposed to, but hence partially why there's the whole argument you had to see earlier. He didn't like that I was running this in. It's not very noble, like.
What's a wonderful inn.
Damn right it is.
I couldn't imagine not going here every night.
Kind of like pushes at you in a very sarcastic but also well-meaning way.
Stop!
Thrimish is looking
Stop.
between Ameko and Sika, just like, if they don't become a thing within the next 2 weeks.
Shut up and kiss already.
Smithers gives Thermish eyebrows.
I don't think Sika's not even flirting. He's just being a friend.
You can sense motive what Ameko's doing.
Definitely doing that.
Sika won't.
Oh, Venice.
You don't. Let's see. I'll see what Thermish gets also. Neither of you can pick up any sort of intentional flirting. You get the feeling that this is just how she treats her friends. Although you also, Ven specifically, you get the vibe that she's probably the sort who would prefer to end up getting with a close friend.
No, she's just nice.
Oh, what a detail.
Like the sort of where it's like she wouldn't just go around to some random person and be like, "Hey, I like you.
Yeah,
Let's hitch up." It's more the sort where like she would prefer to be with someone she can trust.
I understand. It's
Yeah.
just an interesting thing to pick up on like that.
He's seen her
Yeah.
act and stuff. Known her for a while.
Fen has been watching, so. Alright, he nods. He'll make note of it in his mind.
But unless you have anything specific else to say, you guys have a pretty wonderful evening, all things considered. A little bit of a dour blanket in the background.
A what?
A dour blanket is in
Damp blanket. Wet
things
towel.
things
Wet
things in the
eyes.
background being a little tense.
Are you doing okay, Ameko?
I'm mostly talking with all the people in the bar and stuff.
Oh,
Everyone behind us are talking in hushed tones, and
Whispers of murder.
Mordor.
In fact, at some point, Ameko's even like, "Have you guys heard about the poor mill worker and the girl?"
Nope, we haven't heard it.
oh, come on, it's Ameko.
At first, he's about to like start explaining, and looks at Sika, and then like looks at Ven with like raised eyebrows, like, "Oh, you gonna tell me?"
Fen shrugs and gestures. Go on.
So you guys have an inside scoop.
You're not a reporter, are you?
For you guys, I won't be. She seems very disappointed.
Wink.
Well, entirely off record. Wink. We have been working that case.
Yeesh.
He's speaking a little more hushed than he usually does at this point.
Yeah, she's leaning in and whispering. I heard it was like really, really brutal.
Pretty bad.
God, it makes me think of the chopper all over again.
I think that's why we're not supposed to be telling people.
Yeah, that only works to a certain extent. Considering I've already heard so much.
How much have you heard? What's public knowledge?
Well, thankfully the details are unknown to me, and quite frankly, I don't know if I want to know the gory details, but just that essentially I've heard the word butcher being tossed around. But that's really the extent that old Harker and Katrine got killed. People talking about whether it was a murder, suicide, and such.
How old was
How old was
she?
Harker?
Harker was about in his 30s. Katrine was like middle to early 20s.
Wait, Katrina was what?
Middle to early 20s?
Oh, I thought you said teens. Middle to early teens.
No.
I was
no.
so concerned all of a sudden.
No.
Okay, 20s.
Not that.
Got it.
That would make this case a whole lot more dark.
It would make it so much worse.
In a minimum 20.
Okay.
Around 25-ish.
My chest hurts.
Panic
Yeah.
relieved.
16-year-old.
Always sucks, though.
Oleander.
This town just can't catch a break.
Well, if it makes you or maybe anybody else feel any better, we definitely know it wasn't the townsfolk.
That does feel better. That was the worst part about the chopper, is that at least before we figured it out, everyone could at least pretend it was a monster.
I don't know how much more I'm allowed to say beyond that, but definitely wasn't a townsfolk.
Makes me feel better, at least. I might at least start spreading that rumor. That might calm things down a bit.
That's fine.
Sika gives a
That's
nod.
good.
Yeah, she nods back. Boy, running it in is exhausting.
Well, if you ever need an extra hand, I'm happy to clean up tonight.
Well, you got 3 extra ones on top of the 2 you already handed out to everyone else?
Somewhere.
Nah, I might have to take you up on that. We'll see. We'll see if I ever get that busy.
You guys going to bed together? I'm kidding.
No, I have to be outside your room.
Anyway.
You're being a cock block right now.
Over time, some more customers come over. She starts helping other people, and unless you guys go to bed,
Ben goes to bed.
yeah, eventually it's time for bed.
Dermish takes first watch on Van.
Sika comes back to Ven, or a tie on Ven's doorknob.
Oh no.
Sika trying to land it, but Ven's the one who does.
Sika,
What?
during his watch, begins sketching in his sketchbook.
What's your watch order gonna be?
Sika will take the dead of night since he can see.
Fair.
Dermish, Sika, Smithers.
Yeah, I'll take last.
All right.
Ben just feels awkward having 3 people watch him while
Hey,
he's
only
asleep.
one at a time. And they're also outside the room, I'm guessing.
Yes, outside the door.
No, totally sitting on a chair, just there, staring at him.
Sitting on the
staring
foot
at
of the
him.
bed.
I don't think Ben would sleep while they're just watching him.
At any point, like Ven sits up, Sika walks over. Oh, do you need a glass of water? Do you want me to rub your back?
Oh no, are you okay? Are you being
No.
attacked right now?
Definitely being outside.
All right.
Ven walks out to use the chamber pot. Just, what happened?
Do you need any
Guards,
squishies?
guards!
Did you make
Called the
squishies?
call of nature. Now move.
Did you make the
Um,
poison leave your body?
As the night goes on, everybody roll a perception check.
Have I rolled higher than a 10 on perception this session?
I know I haven't.
Is
Oh,
that
I'm distracted.
You're 11 there, Thatcher Smithers?
Yeah, it's my 11.
Okay. I'll roll a thing. Okay. Smithers, as you are the last watch. The sun is starting to come up and you can hear it. However,
I was gonna say, I can hear the sun come up.
you can hear the sun come up. It's screaming. as it always does. No, you can hear people start to mill about. You can even hear the very beginnings of people beginning out their day with some breakfast downstairs as the early risers are getting things together. And then you hear a muffled, crazed scream outside.
Am I near a window?
Let's see. Yeah, you'd be able to run to the end of the hall and reach a window that would look out into the street in front of onto the street in front of the Rusty Dragon.
I look.
As you look out, you see a screaming man currently being escorted by a couple of Sandpoint guards who look quite afraid. This man is caked in mud and sweat, and he looks exhausted as he screams, "Scarecrows! Walking scarecrows!" as he is dragged along by the guards.
What does his face look like?
He looks horrified.
He's gonna go knock on someone's door.
Are you gonna knock on my door?
If it's
Ven's
really
is the
enough-
closest. You have to go downstairs to reach everyone else's.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Ven.
Get up, open the door. Yes, short stack.
There's a problem.
Yeah.
You know, besides me waking you up.
And
I think
He's
you're-
just gesturing, like, continue.
There have been scarecrows sighted. A man just got escorted up to the street, screaming about scarecrows in hysteria.
were you sleeping during watch?
No.
Scarecrows.
His face seemed genuine of fear.
Can I hear the screaming?
You could let's see. You rolled a 18. You could hear like a shout, but it's starting to go a little bit far at this point. It sounds like it could be any other shout, but you do definitely hear like a shouting.
All right. What do you want to do? Do you want to wake the other two up?
I think we should and just go where they came from.
All right. Go get them.
I'll leave. I can't see anything. It's just a black.
Oh
tube to me.
yes, because you guys are currently on the GM layer since you're on a forbidden level of the inn that I did not map.
Fair enough.
The Forbidden Inn.
Okay, we're down a bit.
The room in question you're looking for is in fact this one right here.
Open the door.
Whoopah.
I'll go and shake Sika.
What? Yeah. Yes. Don't step on the bear trap.
He looks down, inches away from it, and then looks back up to you.
You stepped uncomfortably close to it without noticing it.
What happened?
Glad you're awake. Are you afraid?
Am I up for
Glad you're awake.
Are you afraid of scarecrows?
What's a scarecrow?
You'll see them in the field, and they'll go to Thermish. And wake him and
Yeah.
share the info.
Don't step down his bear trap either.
In the trap, but didn't set it off.
Just around
He's
the
small enough that he doesn't set it off.
Your ankle is like right next to the pressure plate, but it's not quite on it. But if it did go off, it would still crush your leg.
street.
It would snap it like a twig.
Yeah, what are you telling
All
me?
right.
Zach?
I think I would be downstairs by now.
Do you know of anything of hysterical men and scarecrows?
Sounds like someone's just upset with a scarecrow, whatever the heck that is.
some guards. I think I would have looked out the window and saw the guards, right?
By the time you got to the window, they were gone.
All right.
Sika will pick up Smithers and put him here to pick up his bear trap.
It's a delicate operation to get him out without tripping it.
Now out, he'll go and leave the room.
I'll go ask more about it.
Guess I'll
Hope
go
we
with
get ready.
Smithers. Doesn't need to fall into another bear trap.
Don't worry, I only have the 4.
Where's the other 2?
I shut the door and look under the mat. It's there.
Under the mat at the bottom of the stairs!
Just in the middle of the hallway.
It's such a bad idea.
That's such a great night at the tavern. Ah!
God, it's like at the bottom, like a classic put a skateboard on the top of the stairs trick. They fall down and land right in the bear trap.
You just need to get a slippery rug.
Yeah.
Classic. I did that to my mom as a kid.
Yeah, me too.
Where's joke coming? It keeps anyone from running away while you're having a good time.
Oh God.
Wait, what?
Wait. Anyway, let's ignore
I'm
that.
not repeating that.
What
so-
you guys doing now, huh?
Smother's downstairs on the street asking people about what he just saw.
Alright, do a diplomacy check for gathering information. You do get a bonus because this is Sandpoint, and it's easy to do that here.
Diplomacy!
Ben is
Ooh.
just standing by him, like, what is the crap is going on?
You could try diplomacy with him then, as he's not having a lot of luck. He's too short. People are too busy whispering to each other to pay attention.
People don't care about short people.
I ask what's been going on.
You do get someone saying a man was just raving about scarecrows or something, and it looked like the guards were taking him to go talk to Sheriff Hemlock.
Grab Smithers, just dragging him to Sheriff Hemlock.
Yeah.
You drag him by his pointy hair.
Yeah, I think Ben would, because you woke him up. Grabs him and then just starts dragging him. Come on, we're going to the sheriff.
Just nonchalantly dragging by his heels.
Underway there, you follow in the wake of many people standing tiredly in their doorways or their heads out of their windows, looking the way that the man was dragged and yawning and looking around a little confused.
Go back to bed. Just a man who drank too much last night.
Sika's trying to strap on his new breastplate because he can't sleep with the breastplate like he can sleep with his other armor.
That's true.
I thought you had nothing on, just a loincloth.
No,
He's
I
got
have
breastplate
Nualia's
now.
breastplate. Yeah,
Yeah, he's got cool midriff revealing breastplate that looks weirdly sci-fi.
you can see my abs.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Abs.
Oh, it's just like
Check out
super
my
He-Man.
abs.
it's an ab window.
Right,
It's He-Man.
look at the Nualia player handout.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what it
you can
looks
see
like.
the armor he's wearing.
Has a big old claw on the left shoulder.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking scary.
I'm not wearing the bottom part though.
Yeah.
I hope that's not part of it. He-Man, yes.
Eh. Perfect. Yeah, you guys make it to the garrison, and you can see some guards kind of peering into the door and jumping as they see you, and then letting you in. I keep forgetting to close that door on the lighting layer, but I guess it's too late to do that now.
There's a man in there.
I can sense him.
Can't believe
I
Sheriff
can
would
see.
leave his door open for interrogations.
I know, right? It's so irresponsible.
What does he say?
I'm guessing you come in and knock.
Yeah.
Who is it?
The heroes of Sandpoint.
Come in.
Really should have a group name.
Yeah, we need something else that doesn't sound so prideful.
Yeah, this guy, is breathing heavily, looks over at you, once again covered in mud and sweat. Oh, who are they?
Resident monster hunters.
Monsters hunters. Oh, you need to. You're hunting monsters?
Yeah,
Have you
sure.
Have you seen one?
One. Yeah, he stands up. Sheriff Hemlock kind of comes over and ushers him back down into a seated position. Thank you. I saw the other night the damned scarecrows have been walking around. They even ate the dogs.
Scarecrows.
I told you.
He nods vigorously. People
Sure they weren't goblins?
goblins aren't that tall. Don't dress like that.
Where did you
Sure
see
they
them
weren't on
at?
stilts or something?
I'm gonna say one thing. Let's go, Fiddlesticks.
Anyway, people have been going missing. You see, mostly animals, children, could be lost in the woods. So we thought we took matters into our own hands. Go down to the old Hambley farm where it was all happening. And gods, they ate everyone.
Wait,
Ugh.
the scarecrows ate people too?
How did you get out?
He nods. Well, I turned tail and ran. Seraph Hemlock mouths something. Mouths the words, he's been drinking at you.
Do we smell
Can
it?
I make a smell for like an alcohol?
You can do perception. And a sense motive. Thermish, you do indeed smell alcohol. Then you do tell that this man, while delirious from probably exhaustion and a bit of drinking, seems quite lucid.
Were you chased by these scarecrows?
I didn't turn back to check.
Do I see any signs of blood or anything like that on him?
No, you do not.
Where and how far?
Hambley Farm was where we were going. The far southernest, southeastish. Sheriff Hemlock, I cannot point it out on the map.
We'll check it out, Sheriff.
Yeah, nods.
See if it has
If
anything
this,
to do with these unpleasantness going around.
Would you want me to send any guards with you?
No, keep them here for in case the scarecrows come.
He nods. Oh, things just ain't been right lately there. And he shakes his head, Meister Grump. This guy does. Sheriff Hemlock says, why don't you introduce yourself? These people are going to help you. Oh, I'm a Meister Grump. Oops. I accidentally made it says token represented a character that was a different character, and since I was holding V, it went to the first. It went to a random name of a different creature. It was like, oh, I don't want to reveal that name.
This man is secretly.
It's him, Goblin Commando.
Let's take his ears.
It's me, Surprise McGuy.
You're a maester? Or is that your name?
Meister's my name.
Okay.
I run a vineyard. Sheriff Hemlock gives him a pat, like, if you excuse me, Meister Grump, I'll have a word with him. He takes a step out. Close the door behind you, if you would.
Yeah. That's
Mister, my name's
stuck on its
Meister.
hinges. Is that why you haven't closed it?
No, I'm telling you to come out here with me.
Oh, I thought the other guy walked past us. I'm sorry.
I thought the other guy walked past us, so that's why I was standing there.
Was looking at my notebook, not at you. I'm sorry.
Fair. Based on what he's been through, I know the guy. He's not typically like this. He's drunk, but I'm a little fearful that the alcohol may actually make him downplay what he saw.
Seems pretty lucid to me.
He nods. I got the same feeling from him.
So downplaying or upplaying, people are likely dead or injured.
He nods.
Well, let's go see the dead bodies.
What
Good
time
luck.
is it?
It's early morning, like 6 o'clock.
Make sure you maybe let the bishop know he might have injured company soon.
I'll take Meister Grump to him too. The poor man
Also-
seems exhausted.
The bodies from the few days, I'd burn them.
The 3 ones in the basement.
Oh,
Did you burn them?
And the one from the mill, if it is a Gastro ghoul.
yeah. No, you're that's smart.
Yeah, Sheriff Hemlock nods. I'm guessing you bring that up to Sheriff Hemlock first. You don't just run into the basement and start burning things.
Mm-hmm.
No, I told him that he'd want to burn them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was you saying that. I thought you had said I burned the bodies. He kind of tilts his head and oh, right, the undead thing. We'll get to that. We'll try to find a way to do it discreetly so as not to bother the populace. And he hurries in to tend to Meister Grump.
Good day, Sheriff.
Good day. Doesn't take a sense motive to mean he doesn't mean it. It's not a good day.
Soldiers, appreciate your service.
They salute. And I take it you guys are heading off. I can show you where they marked on the map. On this map, all the squares are different farms. That's a different thing that you guys marked over there. I can't remember why you marked it.
Brennus Stump Marsh. I think there's a goblin thing. over
Goblin.
there.
That's right, yeah, that's where the Licktoad tribe is.
Mhm.
Let's see if they attack us.
Down there is where the Hambly farm is.
Oh boy, the farthest possible almost.
Yep, you quickly realize why Meister Grump seems so exhausted.
We got a long.
Poor
day's
man
journey.
may have ran a marathon. Let's see how long that'll
Might
take.
be easiest to stick to the road, just heading south to the east, south, whatever, bottom and left. Follow along that, and then once we get to the farthest farm, probably just jump it and jump from farm to farm.
All right,
Does this trail look good to you?
looks great.
All right. That will take you there, and you'll get there at about sunset.
While we're walking, so our group name.
Yeah, that's probably good to talk about.
Yeah,
The Pyromaniacs.
I like Destined to Burn. I don't know. Sounds good.
Seems more like a motto though than a name. Like we're the Pyromaniacs. We're destined to burn.
Fair enough. Whatever you guys want.
Smithers, any input?
I haven't thought of anything yet.
I don't know if we'd want to go with something that sounds illegal though.
That's true. Pyromania is a crime. That's arson I'm thinking of.
Arson. Yeah, it's very similar. People probably won't draw much of a distinction.
Yeah.
Fire
Holy
up.
Avengers?
As you guys walk, you
Holy
guys
Avengers.
I'm gonna have to deny that one.
as you guys walk, you start to think, damn, if only I had that damn horse.
I mean, Smithers has his horse. Do, do, do.
Trot.
Any further
Pretty much just thinking
conversation
more of
about
that trotting is annoying than anything else.
any more conversation about the name thing? You guys have plenty of time.
I mean, we have like 6 a day.
Monster Hunter did sound nice, even it doesn't seem very catchy.
Something with the word monster in it. Or maybe just hunter.
Monster Mashers.
Flame Hunter.
The Flame Hunters. That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
Hell Hunters. I don't know.
We haven't done anything with devils.
Flames Hunter.
No, we haven't.
Seems like something I don't know if I want to bring on.
You would probably get arrested with a name like that in Chiliax.
Don't tempt the fates.
Yeah.
Flame Hunters it is, I guess.
Someone write that down. And let it be known that you guys have come up with a party name before the other group.
Nice.
And that's not for them not discussing it. They just can't decide.
It's kind of like the other campaign, where we really can't decide on a name either.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite was Icewind Dale, where you guys came up with a group name in 5 minutes.
I loved that. It was a great name.
Axeman.
Yeah, Axeman,
I was
and then
just like, I like axes. This is cool.
yeah, Drit was looked away ashamed, and then you're both like, that's a great, actually.
Yeah, I like
Axeman's
axes.
works. Yeah, Axeman. And all the Axemen died.
Yeah.
That's
No.
Well.
No, yeah, all of them are dead by the end of it because Drit made the deal with the
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get
Devils.
attacked
I
by
don't know.
devils.
Maybe they held him off, but he would be haunted by the demons constantly.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You pissed
that's
off
a different
Asmodeus.
campaign.
You pissed off Asmodeus and Levistus.
Nice.
As you guys come to this first farm, do a perception.
That's true. It'll probably spread at some point, right?
Perception.
Yeah. Ven and Thrimish, as you guys are going along, you see there is a very simple, as you move by this farmhouse that's in the road passes right next to it amid this field of wheat. The door seems to be drawn shut as normal. However, you notice the simple burlap curtains quickly shut as you move by. Ven, specifically, you did notice someone peek through, see you coming, and then shut the curtain.
Looks back to the road. Well, this farm seems nice.
Yeah, it is.
Continue.
Did you ever
I'm
think about
guessing
living
they'll
on a
just continue.
farm? It's very quaint. Very quiet.
Can't say I ever have.
With the sun beginning to set, you can see the just every sort of crop field you pass by is just it's normal mundaneness is changed with the big orange light now set by the sunset.
Wait, you don't even live on a farm. You never lived on a farm.
No, we've passed through a few on our way to Sandpoint.
On your way there, you do see the occasional example of what a scarecrow is.
I guess Ven would point that out. That's a scarecrow.
Oh yeah, the strawman.
Yeah.
I thought they were battle dummies.
They keep away crows because it makes it look like a human is there.
Oh. So the
Farmers
birds,
use that to keep their crops safe.
So crows don't like humans.
No, they just like food a lot.
But what about the crow that's perched on its shoulder there?
It doesn't always work.
Crow pecks at the pumpkin head. Their fault for using an edible thing for the thing's head. As you guys make it to this next farm, roll more perception checks.
Hey.
Tremish and Sika, you guys notice something a bit more concerning. For this one, the door is ajar.
I'm pretty sure it's a door.
Ha 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 ha.
That's a really big jar.
It's a big jar big enough to use as a door. No, the
If
door
you think
is...
about it, houses are just jars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The door is slightly open and swaying in the slight breeze.
I take a look for some strawmen around, see if I see any. Even
Looking around.
statue
Oh,
ones.
let you keep the 21. You do see one about 20 feet off. It's currently just tilted off about 20 degrees.
Okay.
I walk up to it.
I make a. Oh, you're walking up to the scarecrow.
Yes,
What are
I'm
you
gonna keep an
doing?
eye on it, like specifically to see if there's like anything going on with it. And I walk up to it.
I'm right behind him. I won't let him go up by himself.
What are you
Are
guys
you-
doing?
Walk up to the scarecrow. It sways slightly in the breeze.
I
I
shrug.
touch it and cast of touch of combustion.
Brief warning. This is a farm in the fall.
Yep.
It's gonna light up.
Are you going to burn the whole field? I guess you have drench. Yeah, you cast
Yeah.
touch of combustion.
I do touch of combustion on it. Let the scarecrow burn to the ground, but keep the air around it drenched so that it doesn't spread.
Fair enough. It bursts into flames
What did they
and
do?
goes down.
I don't even think it was a scarecrow.
Yeah. So Gish. We're not even in the right farm yet.
Yeah, but the door's ajar, meaning it could be one of these if the thing's spreading.
Understand.
Or a-
Understand. But maybe.
Or a child left it open.
Maybe not do undue property damage.
Fine.
I appreciate the initiative. I really do.
Now we gotta talk to this dang farmer's
Coming.
friend. Burnt down his scarecrow. I start heading to the door.
I like the
And
idea of the barbarian chastising somebody for wanton property damage.
Yeah.
I knock at the door.
How could you be so
uh,
reckless?
knock at the door as you do it sways open. You get a glimpse inside. It doesn't seem like anyone's home.
I shut the door. Does it look like it was broken or anything?
Shutting the door, it closes.
It latches.
No, does the lock or anything look like it's broken or anything?
Nope. It doesn't look like it has an actual lock. Most farmhouses don't typically. Most people don't have a reason to rob a farmhouse. Typically, they might have a board they could board the door with, but
I do open the door and then say, "Is anyone there?"
aside from a nearby crow that is spooked by your voice, you don't hear anything.
Might not be home. They might be attending to their farms.
I look
shut the
around.
door.
Is there anybody in the fields?
Wait, how big is this farm?
It's also nighttime.
It's not nighttime, it's
not
sunset.
night.
You can still see clearly.
It's about to be nighttime.
Let me do it.
Do we want to make camp here for the night and then head out the rest of the way in the morning?
I don't know if we should
Might
just
as well.
camp in front of somebody's house.
I'm pretty sure as soon as we get there, we can just see it, look around.
Looking out over the fields, thankfully the crops here are very small. You see many a squash planted everywhere. You do not see a single soul among them. Although now, with the lack of a scarecrow, a crow lands on a squash right where the scarecrow once stood.
Why don't hold on.
Shut the door, and then I start walking out.
I'm gonna walk to the porch and just kind of look around for tracks.
Do survival.
13, 24 hours earlier.
Let's see. Let me double check the survival DZ. Now I can go back to...
May I assist? Because I'm already up there anyway.
Sure. Or you could roll your own check, see if you find something separate. Let's see. Ooh, yes. Um,
Sorry, Caleb, I took your whole stick.
It's fine. It's still 24 hours fresher. I think that's like +4 or something like that, isn't it?
yeah, if it is something that happened a day ago, that gives you a pretty hefty bonus.
Mhm.
Looking at it, Sika, you do notice some faint marks on the dirt specifically that seem to be heading off. You do notice they seem to be heading down this trail. Thermish, with your 26, you can tell that this door was left open as you're kind of examining it. You can see that if the door was like slammed shut in either a hurry or in anger, it would not latch correctly. That seems to be what happened. Someone was leaving in a hurry.
I shut the door.
I share the information.
Yeah, something probably happened, but I don't think he's dead.
No, he went this way, towards the farm that had a problem.
Why
So
is there a
just-
farm in the Whisperwood? Why did they do this?
There's 3
I wish
apparently.
Yeah,
Is the Worcester wood bad or something? As we're walking,
We can do a knowledge local
it doesn't get the name like Whisperwood without being something weird.
or geography.
I can't do knowledge nature.
No, that's more of like specific things, or for less specific things. Since this
Ben
is more
knows
of
a
a
little more than
knowing
you.
about the local wood rather than woods in general. Yeah, no Sika roll's good.
If Sika knows about the Whisperwood?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you might have heard rumors and talk about it. Yep, nope.
Ben knows the most out of everyone.
Yeah, and that's literally nothing.
Yeah, like I don't understand why you guys.
You
it's
don't
just
get
a
the name
name.
like Whisperwood without it being something weird.
It's just a name.
Well, the woods tend to have monsters hiding in them, right?
Some of them, not all.
You guys make your way, you pass through yet another farm. This time, you cannot escape the smell of death here. Something is rotting here. You smell a familiar smell, especially to those from the Cinderlands, freshly spilt blood.
I follow the guy's tracks still, if they're
Nice.
still here.
You've definitely lost them over the course of the last miles.
Okay,
You could roll another survival if you want to try to recatch them.
I would. Nope.
Nope. Thermish can attempt the same thing. Ooh,
We're just
no.
gonna follow the smell.
Following the smell leads you to a barn where inside these stables area you find about 6. I say about as it is a mess of 6 partially eaten, scattered about horses.
Oh, well, that's nice.
I'm going to investigate for any claw marks like the ghasts.
To guess
I would like to
the
assist him in that.
horses.
All right, do a perception.
He turns to
All right, that successfully assists. That'll be a +2. 28. Damn. Looking through, you do indeed find many claw marks. However, you do not notice the stench.
Okay.
The stench
So,
specifically of the that you smelled at the crime scene. The stench is still strong.
same size claw marks, just not the stench of a ghast.
Yes. And of course, many bite marks that seem to fit the bill for human-sized teeth, but sharper.
I don't think we still need to rule out gastric ghoul. But the same for either one of these, because even the one back there, even just having some of its blood would go through and cause a stench.
Yeah, no ghast stench means it would be ghoul, right?
More than likely.
Based on
Or a
Smithers, your
bee.
information.
I think you guys are thinking the gas of the monsters from that town are over here.
It
I
could be
think it was
related.
just wild beasts.
These are human-sized claw marks.
Are they?
Teeth marks.
Teeth and claw marks.
Oh.
It's both.
Okay. Sika will just like put his hand up to one of the things and makes a claw.
Yeah, it a bit smaller than your hands. You do have admittedly large hands, but yeah, not small enough to be a different type of creature.
Well, we should probably do a quick look around, see if whatever was here is still here before going south.
All right.
Do a perception or a survival as you're looking about.
Survival. 18.
Sick.
24 hours
Let's
early.
see if Smithers doesn't find anything. Thermish, nice.
Nice.
Thermish, you take a pretty decent, thorough look around this house. You take a look inside. This door is not left open, however, it does not seem like anyone's home. You take the liberty of taking in a little peek. You find a distinct lack of any sharp farming equipment or torches. Something that any farmhouse would definitely have at least one of.
Seems like they went and raided somewhere, or were fighting against something. I think we rest at this house, bar the doors, and then we go out tomorrow.
You think the house is safe?
There's just one more farm.
Safer than being in the middle of a field.
For the record, it is still sunset.
We could make it there before it actually turns dark and just camp at that farmhouse.
I'll
And
leave
if
that up
there's
to
any,
I'll leave that
and
up
if
to you
there's
three.
any survivors, we might be able to save them.
Oh, you know what? That's a good point. The entire reason we came out here is in case there were survivors.
Well, that means I know where your brain's going with this, Sika, so that's where we're going. Okay.
All right.
Again, you don't have to follow me everywhere, but I'm going.
And go when you do. I'm assuming Thermish followed.
Yes, I followed him through the Cinderglades. I'm following him through here.
All right. You come to the Hambley Farms. As you approach the Hambley Farms, I need to pull up the thing.
Sika will draw his weapon at this point.
Maybe this should have been our Halloween episode.
You see, looking over these fields, it is a huge, very unfortunately, corn farm. You cannot see very far beyond these rows. I guess this could be an interesting place to stop so I can get this ready, and then we'll have to end on a cliffhanger as you guys get to the Hambley Farms.
Well, thank you, adventurers, for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like down below. If you want to see more, hit our channel, check out some of our other stuff. And until next time, we'll see you around the campfire.
See ya.
Bye!
Goodbye.
Yay.